Well, very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Flight Data Sim live stream today. It's the 5th of March 2023, 3 minutes past 8 in the evening. We're back in Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're doing a Microsoft Flight Simulator group flight. It's been months since we've done one of these, so guys, come join me online, let your hair out. You can join me in a GA aircraft ideally, but I've seen Antonovs, I've seen 747s, I've seen F-18s. We're going to have a lovely flight in the Alps today. We're 6 hours behind live time. Oh god, people adding me as a friend as well. Live time, 6 hours behind live time. Live weather is completely crisp, clear skies here in the Alps. We are in Sion, in the valley, not too far away from Geneva. We're going to be flying to, firstly to a place called Megève. There's Sim World Update number 4. There was some scenery for that, which is a little altiport. About 25 minutes away. We're then going to go onwards to Courchevel, try and land on the famous sloped runway, and then we're going to do a really quick 4-minute flight over to Meribel, and then back to Courchevel again as well. All the information's in the video description below. Now, the aircraft we're taking today, it's another iniBuilds of like making so many products at the moment. They very kindly sent me over their brand new Bf108 Taifun, or Taifun, I believe in German. It's a Messerschmitt German built in the 30s. They built about 800 or 900 odd of these aircraft. I think it was used as a personnel vehicle during World War II, and I think there's a number still flown privately today. It's a nice little GA aircraft. We've got some lovely features to show you. We're going to do the full setup at the moment. It's going to probably take us only about 10 minutes or so, and then we're going to follow the checklist, the guidance, you know, set realistic power settings for this aircraft, have a little bit of a flight as well. And this is the first time I've done a proper VFR flight with a Tobii eye tracker. It's so cool just to be able to move my head around and see what's going on as well. So anyway, we'll zoom on towards the aircraft. I'll say hello to who's in chat here as well. I probably would think the taxiway and runways can look at this here already on the apron. There's a number of aircraft on stand. I think you can already see, what's that? Isn't that a, oh, it's a Cirrus. I thought it might have been a Rockcom Commander. There's me. I've gone for Swiss colours today. We've also got some other Bf108s here as well. An A320, a number of other aircraft all over around. I think on my stand there's about 10 people on top of me as well, but they all sort of zoom on out the way here. This is just the default Sion scenery. But here is the beautiful Taifun from iniBuilds. Wings swept, cover on, chocks in place, and we'll get it all set up, ready to go. We're going to take a full tank of fuel today for our sector. And iniBuilds not only have given me a copy, they've also given me an additional copy to give away, which we'll do at the end of the stream. We'll only take about an hour or so to do all these sectors. They're nice and short as well. Let's see who we got in chat. We've got Juice says, good evening, hope you're doing well. Rebecca Nelson. iniBuilds says, what a turnout. Always popping into the stream. If you have any questions about the Bf108, be sure to ask iniBuilds here. Thank you very much for participating. King Air Pilot, what a beautiful airplane. It's really cool, and from what I've read, it was a sort of a very popular aircraft when it came out. I mean, well, what we're talking now, 90 years ago as well. It's just balmy when you think about it like that. A very popular GA aircraft. Domino Mosina's here. Yeah, all the moderators, if you have any questions about how to join the server, you'll get your questions answered. But we're on the West Europe server on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Edo's here. Nice to see you here, buddy. Nordsky, I hope you're doing well as well. 320 Crowther taking the Phoenix 320 out for this one. 0 passengers, minimum fuel for the lowest V approach speed possible. We're going to try and get into Courchevel. Good luck with you. We'll be watching with anticipation. Lee Russell's here too, and Jan Erkel. Perfect opportunity to take the Kodiak out again. Brilliant. Right, let's jump on into the cockpit. So you can see I have all the covers closed. It's very dark in here, and we're going to sort of step through the setup here. Now, I've actually turned on the Western. Oh no, I haven't. So you can sort of have it as it was originally. Look, German height in kilometers and speed in kilometers per hour, and engine power and ATA. Do forgive me, guys. I'm just going to go here to settings and put it to metric. That's better. Feet, knots, and RPM and manifold pressure. I know it's not so authentic, but it's just a little bit easier. But it's good that iniBuilds give you that flexibility to be able to have a play around with those settings. Now, fuel-wise, if I just quickly go here to weight and balance, I'm going to fully laden this aircraft. We'll leave the passengers and baggage as they are. And actually, just before we jump in here, I just want to quickly show the routing for those of you who are not joining in. Members, if you head over to the channel, you'll be able to grab the flight plan to put it into Microsoft Flight Simulator. But essentially, I've just picked a routing which is going to take us through the valleys as well. So we're starting off with Sion, going to go over this French or Swiss town, Montigny, then this way down here, down this valley here, right past Chamonix, and look here, that's Mont Blanc here. We're going to go right next to the tallest mountain in Europe as well. We're going to then make a turn north and then westbound, and here is Megève, I think it's pronounced. We're going to have a landing at that altiport. Very short runway. We're not going to shut down. We're going to just land, turn around 180, take off again. The wind's nice and calm. And then we're going to continue west and then south towards Courchevel. Once we land at Courchevel again, 180, turn around, going to take off. Literally a 4-minute flight here to Meribel. Same again, 180, turn around, and then back to Courchevel where we're going to finish. So yeah, lots of fun today. Nice little sector stitched together. Anyway, let's, as I said, jump into the cockpit. I'm going to be following the PDF to get the aircraft all set up here. Well, actually, you know what? They've also incorporated the checklist here. The great thing is, I think there's a feature in Microsoft Flight Simulator, like Auto First Officer, I think it's called, where they'll actually complete the checklist for you. I decided not to use that today, but we're going to just run through the checklist ourselves. So I'll get all the covers off first. So we're going to remove the cover here. So curtains, no. Chocks, we'll actually leave those in. It's not under settings, actually. It's under, I think, maintenance. So there we are. Wings will unfold. So let's remove the rain cover. There we go. We need to unfold the curtains, which we'll do shortly. And we'll, firstly, we'll unfold the wings. Oh, sounds like we're about to eat at a posh restaurant. There we are. You can see the wings being unfolded. And there you go. You can see the other aircraft as well. He's gone for the classic German livery there. So the wings are unfolded. I'm just going to fix everything here. That's from my test sectors earlier. Chocks will keep on for a second. Remind me to remove them later. And we'll now go over to settings. We'll how do I pull the curtain back? I can't remember how to do that. Curtains visible? Oh no, there is a way of pulling the curtains fully back. I've just actually completely removed them. So that's all done. You can have classic cockpit. You can have a slightly more modern one, which just installs a transponder and a basic radio, so you can use the aircraft on FATSIM. Right, so that's done. Curtains should be in maintenance. Well, I've removed them all together, but we want to enjoy the views here, and I think that's one of the things this aircraft can offer you is, you know, great views all the way around. Right, it's pre-flight inspection. Landing gears down, flaps are up, and again, if you're unsure where to find everything, you can press the I here. Now, what's really cool, look, if I just select a natural flops, look at it's chain driven, and you've got the flap indicator here. It's so cool. So go to up here, and then the other wheel is the trimmer. Look, you can set trim here. Just very mechanical. It looks like it's off a bike. So that's all set. Fuel cock is closed, so we'll leave that in the closed position. Now I think that's closed. I think if you're not sure, it'll tell you. I think if you press that, set fuel selector to off. So I think down's off. I hope so. Position to 0, which is off for the magneto. Generators off, pitos all off, off. Rain covers removed. So engine start procedure. Spread and lock your wings. Cabin doors closed and locked. Fuel cock open. Fuel selector to main, which is down here. That's to the right position. There we go. So I think that's on. Throttle 1 inch open, so the throttle's just down here. Look, if you were sat on the right hand side, you can't actually fly the aeroplane. Or I don't think you've got a throttle control over there. But anyway, ooh, what's happened here? There we are. A little bit of noise on my throttle. Prop lever to 12 position. This is the best bit. Yes, live weather, completely clear here. This is to change your RPM. Look at this bad boy. I thought it was some sort of crazy start motor, but no, it's to change the RPM. I don't know if it's how it's actually doing that, if it's pitching the prop or some way, but yeah, that's how you control the RPM. So that's at 12 o'clock position. We'll prime it once. There we are. So prime. There we are. We'll pull that in as well. Let me just turn up the sim here. It's quite quiet. Magnetos position M1 and M2. Which is both magnetos. We've got a hovering Learjet, ladies and gentlemen. Look, these screw flies, you will see all sorts here. Right, clear prop, brakes are holding. We've got the chocks in still. Starter push, wish me luck. Oh yes, we are in business. Clear prop. Excellent. So we can go over here. See oil temperature slowly rising, oil pressure as well, and fuel pressure's in the green. We've got full tank of gas. So flaps are already up. Generators are on. Which will pop on now. You can see that the load increasing. Pitot will turn it all on here. Nav lights landing. There's no beacon light on this. Radios as required. Taxi procedure. Controls free and clear. So let's just do a quick control check. Everyone started their engines out here as well. So elevator, ailerons, rudder. I can hear jets. I can hear props. I can hear turbo props. Great. Oh, it should be a helicopter. Oh, okay, Moen. Fair enough. Yeah. Looks like I don't have the model matching then for that. So we're hovering very well. That's it. Brakes, taxi to runway, braking, caution, flight stick back, position into wind as required. So this is just for the power checks. We'll do the engine run up at the whole point. Very short taxi taking off from runway 25 here in Sion. So we'll remove the chocks now, which is under the maintenance. Now I flew this aircraft yesterday, first flew it. It's actually, it flies really, really nicely, which I think is just true to the real aeroplane. We're just going to make a short taxi behind the Airbus. But I think iniBuilds are utilising CFD, which on an aircraft like this would be, I should think, easier to model than say on a swept-wing aeroplane, but it does feel like a little light GA aircraft flying around. Right, so off we go. Oh my goodness me, so many of you. Look at Moen in his Learjet/helicopter. And here is an Antonov on the final. I think I might have to pause and watch this. Oh my days. Let me just turn on the eye tracker. Oh my goodness me. And it's also you see every day. Oh my goodness me. Of course, yes. I will now do the power checks just before we take off. As I said, I want to try and follow the checklist with some degree of realism. So brakes hold, throttles to 1400 RPM. Let me crank up the sounds here. Sounds great. It's a V8 in this as well. It's very slow to increase its RPM. So there's 14 RPM, and I think it's just a simple mag check. So we've got about 1400 RPM. Let's go to mag 2. See, it drops off by about 100 RPM. That would be a bit alarming, I think, in your Lycoming Cessna. Try mag 1. About the same. Back to mag 2. Throttle's idle. That's all it is. And then it's take off and climb. So flaps to position 1, which we're now going to set here. Has got retractable gear, flaps 10, trimmers required, pitot heats on, brakes released, line up, props at 12, max RPM, and then full power for takeoff. And the initial power setting, just turn the music off here, is full power, and then climb will set 24 inches, reduce the RPM to 1800, and pitch for 86 knots. We're going to climb initially just because we need to clear some terrain to 3,000 feet, which is only 1,500 feet above the ground here, and then we'll need to climb over to 6,000 feet to get over terrain shortly after that. But we're just going to fly down the valley initially. Oh my goodness me, look at all of you. Superb. Right. Are we ready? Let's see if we can do some formation fly. We'll get lined up here. Let me just turn on the eye tracker as well, which is so cool. Right, are we ready? Tokens and chat. Let's go firstly to... I'm looking at my paper, look. Megeve, full power. I'll hold up the brakes initially. So slow to increase. There we are. Takeoff power set, release the brakes. Set takeoff thrust. So feeling in the rudder now to maintain centre line. Little 150 down there, fire trucks as well. Oh my days, we've got aircraft there, right rudders coming in. And we're airborne. Oh, little on the stick there. Concentrating climb gears coming up. Look at this. Awesome. There's Venomous Shrive 84 and his A320. Flaps coming up as well. Beautiful. Look at this with the eye tracker. Just look around till my heart's content. It's great. Right, let me get my notes in front of me so I can actually see what I need to do. So we're going to reduce power to 24 inches. 24 inches. There we go. And reduce RPM to 1800. Why is the RPM not going down? Oh, there it goes. Whoopsie! Probably a little bit too far. More RPM, more RPM. Oh gosh. Yeah, I've done something there. Might have feathered the prop nearly. Right, 18 RPM, and we're going to climb us into 3,000 feet. We're in trim here. Flaps can come up as well. 84 knots. Let's have a little look outside. Oh, aircraft everywhere. And then there's 3,000 feet coming up. We'll level off. Why is the APM not? Whoops. There, the sounds are great iniBuilds. It's like, well, it's this V8 ticking away, isn't it? Right, there's 3,000 feet. It flies really nicely. I'm having to use a little bit of... there's no rudder trim on this. So I'm having to use sort of like, if I let go of the rudder, it does some sort of not trim at all here. It does want to roll a little bit to the left, so I'm having to use like a continuous bit of right rudder here just to keep it all in trim. But otherwise, it flies really nicely. Right, 3,000. Cruise power setting then is 22 inches. So 22 inches, 1,600 RPM. Oops, better be at 3,000 feet here, not flying very accurately. There we are, so we've got the cruise power set, so that should give us around 140, 150 knots. I'm just going to descend back to 3,000. And there we are, just trimming those down still as we accelerate. And there we are, we're in this beautiful valley. So we have an A320 zoom past here, let me just get it all in trim. There we are, I think we're pretty much there now. Beautiful. There we go, I'll turn it down slightly. Oh, I can't hear anything. Catching up Domino Mosina in his Cirrus, Mount 51, A70 UK, the Cosmic, Dodo, Chicken Tikka, fastest, what? 46. Not Cross there, it's DA40, Olive Garden, all sorts of people, other people in there 108 as well. What I might do is just reduce speed a little bit here, just allow some people to catch up. It's a little bit faster with the Cessna 150s and things like that. Again, I should be at 3,000 feet. Sensor Neeble, step on the ball. Yes, I should be doing that. Hold on, let me just... there we go. Perfect. But it does hand fly very nicely. Turn the sim up slightly as well. There we go. So we're exactly 6 hours or so, I think, behind lifetime there, or 5 hours to local Zulu. Yeah, we're going to have to climb up to 6,000 feet shortly. There's Moen in his helicopter. This guy's got some great formation flying here. Black Dog, so you're going to load up in Megeve to join them. Excellent. Oh, someone's bought a notebook. Thank you very much. Someone's bought the Alpaca Airways notebook. Thank you very much. That's a huge... I can't actually see your comment there, but thank you, Daniel. I don't know if that's one of the members or something. If it was, just let me know, and thank you very much for that, supporting the channel. Appreciate it indeed. What was I going to say? Yeah, if you want to load in Megeve, that's fine. The code is at the top there, Lima Foxtrot Hotel Mike, I believe. So if that's what you want to do, that would be great. iniBuilds, a stall speed of roughly 40 knots is one notable experience. Looks like you're hovering, but that is one thing we shall try. Let me do my Hazel checks. Isn't that right for my PPL? Yeah, stuff. Comment was hey, awesome. It's height. Was that height? Frame, altitude. Sorry, so this isn't suitable. Seatbelts and something else as well. Daffy, my Cessna 152 is limping away. Yeah, we're doing 140 knots here, so if you're in a Cessna, you're gonna struggle. I've actually reduced power here, but I am going to try and stall because I am curious to... What's that aircraft doing? Isn't it an F-22? Right, I'm actually going to try and stall it. Now, am I right in thinking the leading edge flaps automatically extend, like on the Tiger Moth? I remember flying in the Tiger Moth, and the pilot was explaining to me, as you slow down, there's some leading edge slats extend automatically as the angle of attack increases. Right, I better go max RPM here as well. Right, I'm going to take a natural flops below 100 knots here. Let's see how slow we can fly it before we stall and crash. We're only 1,500 feet above the ground. Right, full flap swing extended. Whoop, that's causing it to balloon. I'll leave the gear down. Let's see how slow we can actually get this. Right, I'll try and maintain 3,000 feet having ballooned up. Right, still slowing down. Completely idle. There's 50 knots. Alright, there's 50. Oh! And it's dropped a wing. Right, lower the nose. Recover. Full power. Slowly pitch up. Look at that. And it really wanted to drop a wing there. That's cool. So that's sort of CFD in Microsoft Flight Simulator working quite well. How that drop. If I jammed in the rudder, I'd put it into a spin. Right, flaps up as well. There we are, back to 3,000. Super. Yeah, we got to about 44, 45 knots. wouldn't want to do any steep turns, that's for sure. Perfect. Right, anyway, I better bring my map up. I think we have to make a slight turn north here, guys. Look at all these aircraft here. Oh my days. So many of you joined. That's superb. Right, we're going to make a turn north the valley, and then we're looking for another left turn, guys. We're going to be coming up to Mont Blanc soon. That A320's terrain radar is going to be off. Actually, we need to climb to 6,000 feet now. If you don't go to 6,000 feet, you're going to not get over the terrain. So we're full power now, max RPM. We'll get up to, actually climb past 24 inches, which as we climb is going to get less than that anyway. 24 inches, and we'll pitch for 86 knots, so we do need to climb now. Excellent. Yeah, if you're in a Cessna 150, I recommend you go into something slightly faster. Maybe reload into Megève and get into a Pilatus or something like that, or a twin. Right, we're going to make a turn now left, westbound, because the valley, turn on Toby tracker here, is down here. That's where we need to fly, but we are going to have to get up to 6,000 feet to clear the terrain. And then the elevation of Megève is 4,800 feet anyway. Down the valley we go. This would be quite foolhardy, I feel, in a light aircraft at this weight. If you had some serious strong downdrafts, but yeah, we need to keep climbing. If we're not climbing now, you're going to be in serious trouble. As I found out in my test sector, I stayed at 3,000 feet and realised, the train keeps going up. Look at this here. Spectacular. I need someone to fly above me so I can tilt my head up. Right, anyway, I better start climbing at 80... what is it? 86 knots, the most optimal climb speed. So I'm going way quicker than that. Let's pitch up, get to 86 and then retrim. Cessna Caravan ahead. Set my view here slightly. Perfect. There's zone cap at his DA62. There we are. Best climb speed, but look, I'm having to keep on climbing here, guys, because look over there. The valley's gonna come around here. Then we've got Jebzen right next to us. In a Cody? What's one of those? I don't even know. And we need to get up to 6,000 feet. We're not too far away from that. Behind us again. Oh look, we've got some other 108s. That's cool. Right, what I'm going to do is going to bring up chat so it's on my other monitor, because I can't actually see what you guys are saying if I tilt my head right over. I'm bringing it up now. I can't actually see. Oh, you might have heard my own voice there. Let me just pop out chat. Perfect. Whoa. Where I'm going. Oh, watch my speed. It's always at full RPM. Yeah, I am now in the climb. Oh, a Daffy you are. Get you, get you. Cody's the Quest Kodiak. Ah. Yeah, it does sound like a nice little V8 burbling around, doesn't it? RHR. Hope you're doing well. Moen, these buttons are getting pretty high for the bell. Brilliant. I believe one PC, he says, hello, good evening, Caps. How are you? Very well, very well. I believe you said you were spawning in Megève. Nice to see you there. Right, almost at 6,000. We're going to have to keep increasing power now as we climb. There's no turbocharger or anything on here. Superchargers to keep increasing power to maintain 24 inches. It is sounding healthy. You would not want to have an engine failure here. We've got Leahold, Crofts, Spiritual, Rose, Jebsen, Vozzy, Avieco, Domino Mosina, Mr. Crowther and the A320 down there. Excellent. Another 108. Chicken tikka. What are these under the wings for them? They the lights. Yeah. Right, 6,000 feet here now. That should be enough for my test sector to get above the little ridge coming up ahead. There we are, 6,000. They are the landing lights at iniBuilds. There you go. I was looking at them earlier thinking, looks like some sort of gun from an alien would use. Well, very cool. Thanks for subscribing there, No Cross. Hope you're doing well. There we go. There's 6,000. Pitching down. And not cross like conflict. It's our chicken seeker. We are completely live weather, and it is, I believe, completely clear. Hey Jim Packer, hope you're doing well. There we are. But hand flying, guys, very, very nice, very stable. Once it's in trim, just very small inputs needed to keep it on your heading, on your altitude. Because of the elevation here, I'm still pretty much at full power, 24 inches. I just want to get some speed before I start reducing power anymore. Again, I presume we're still on the right track. I just know it's following the valley. There we are. And I made this using Navigraph, just stitched it along the valley basically. And I just said, right, I'll just keep flying along the valley and we can't go wrong. Oh, Broach doesn't like the plane. Look at that. I think it looks great. 108 formation, look at that. I feel like I'm not at 6,000 feet anymore, no. Let's get back down to 6,000 feet. My instructor would not be happy. Right, 22 inches now. And we can left turn down this valley. And we're going to reduce RPM, cruise 1600 again. Well, look at this big spinny. It's just very mechanical, love it. Right, that'll do. I don't want to reduce it much more. Whoa, that might be a bit of an updraft there. Something was influencing the aircraft. There, I didn't trim again there. Welcome, John Brace. Check out my second YouTube channel, Airline Pilot Plays. I've not uploaded anything in there for 6 months. Maybe some Kerbal Space Program soon. Time permitting. Beautiful. And then we're going to make a slight right turn to stay down the valley. This should take us to Megève. Should be there at 37 in about 7 minutes, guys. We're already halfway. How does the flying feel in Microsoft Flight Sim now? I haven't flown in ages. So I haven't flown GA for a number of years. There's a certain degree of stableness, which I actually quite like in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So when you're flying in calm conditions, you know, you don't have to make much input. And sort of see here, there's lots of little changes here. I don't know if that's to do with the valley here, but for GA aircraft, I've actually quite like it, and obviously it has unprecedented graphics. I mean, let me just turn on the eye tracker again here. Look at this. I can just tilt the head around, enjoy the stunning scenery in GA aircraft, which are modelled really, really nicely. I mean, it is phenomenal. There's Dwarf Mister, maybe Meister, I don't know. He's down there. Excellent. But yeah, using this, we'll use this when we're going to Courchevel. It'll be really useful for all the altiports to locate them. Now, because of the snow around here, it is very difficult to find the airfields because there's a lot of snow around. So we'll do our best to locate each one of them as we get closer. So I have got Navigraph here. I can actually turn on the maps, I think, down here too. So I can make references to this throughout the flight if I turn this on. Like track, there we are. And it actually shows all of you lot as well. Yeah, going back to what Jim Packer says, yeah, I really do like how GA aircraft fly in this. Is there a feeling of being on rails? No, there's certainly more things going on dynamically. And GA aircraft, when it's completely calm, like any aircraft with no external influences, they do fly really nicely, which is what this is. One thing I can find, it does seem to be, I've now got it in trim, I am having to sort of like, I can just take my eye off the board. It has sort of lost 100 feet here and there. So it does seem to want to, once it's in trim, it does seem to want to change altitudes, but it's probably my sensitivity settings. It's probably a little bit too sensitive. Right, look at this, progressing well. Yes, it's very quick, isn't it? 140 knots. Nice. There is a point of interest. Oh, is that Mont Blanc off to the... Yes, guys, we're right over Chamonix. That is Mont Blanc to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, the tallest mountain in Europe on our left-hand side just there. Look at that, 15,000 feet. Mont Blanc, just off to the side. See what I mean? Look, I've not made any inputs, and I thought I was in trim, but I've climbed 200 feet as I've been looking out here. There we are. My eye trackers, I need to reset that view there slightly. It seems to be always wanting to turn to the left, because I think I was looking left at the time I turned it on. But yeah, there is Mont Blanc, the tallest mountain in Europe, just off to our left-hand side. Chamonix directly below. And we have to make some ski runs ahead here. There's a lot of ski resorts around here. Hedgehog Peter, yeah, it's really beautiful weather over here in this area where you're flying now. Yeah, completely clear. Live weather is on at the moment. And what a lovely evening we chose to fly here. Fuel tank lever for trim. Must trim. I don't think it... So I think it has multiple fuel tanks, but looking at this, it seems to be using all the fuel evenly. I don't know if that's something kind of modelling wise, but I've just got it set to 1 here. It seems to be using all the fuel evenly. Oh, by the way, we need to make a turn here, unless we can blip over this valley, but the airport is literally over the side of this hill, so we're going to make a slight turn right then left here. We'll see this little gap. We'll aim for this gap here. I'm going to go back to max RPM. And the elevation of this airfield, Megève, is 4,800 feet. Guys, if you are enjoying the stream, don't forget to like it. It helps out the channel a lot. If you like it, you can review this group flights. I don't do these Microsoft Flight Sim group flights that often, but it's been great fun just to do something a little bit different on this Sunday evening. So many of you joined in. Thank you very much. Right, better look where I'm going here. Look at this. Ah! I can't see him anymore. Right, trees. Right, we're not too far away from our destination here, so we're going to keep a lookout. It's a very short runway, runway 1533. We're going to be landing on the submarine runway, so runway 33. It should be here in this valley, so we're going to slowly start descending now. Oop! I just smashed my head through the canopies on the window there. Just reduced a bit of power. The gear. To raise the gear, see this massive handbrake in the middle? That's how you lower and raise the gear. And you get a simple little gauge that says flight and land to let you know where the position of the gear is. I'm just going to make sure we're below 100 knots by the time we lower the gear. The views are brilliant, very therapeutic. They are beautiful here. They are beautiful. I'm glad I don't have the curtain on the Messerschmitt today. You have the option to select the curtain. So I wouldn't see all you wonderful people flying around. Right, so the airfield is, if we look down here, it's like, look at all you lot. It's round this corner and it's literally in this valley. Ooh, just watch my rate percent. Add a bit of power. It'll be fun to watch everyone land. Yeah, as soon as we landed, we'll look outside and watch some of you guys land as well. The strip of Megève is not level; it's rising up towards the ridge. Yes, I think you can only come in from one direction. This was an airport in SimWorld Update 4 I was looking, which is a custom airport, so it has a bit of detail to it. Right, so we're going to make a left turn down here, and the airstrip is down here, so we're going to try our best to locate it. So I will zoom out on this map slightly. There it is. There's the strip, so you see how I've made the routing go towards the strip slightly, so hopefully it'll be a sort of straight in landing. Right, I'm actually going to start slowing down here. Get below 100 knots. Elevation, as I said, was 4,800 feet, and we're at... Hey, what was the elevation? 4,800? I'm much lower than that. I think I need to climb. I think I'm below the elevation. Oh, what's that there? I'm just going to head to... I need to climb here. I screwed that up slightly because I didn't realise the elevation. We're actually way below the elevation, so I'm climbing now full power. 25 inches. Better get to 4,800, which is the elevation. I'm just heading towards all the other aircraft. We've got Voice Kivio down there, Doldo Mosina in his SR-22. We've got an F-18, although it doesn't look like an F-18, it looks like an extra. We've got Airship 76. Right, I'm just going to head towards... Right, what's our elevation? We're still 100 feet below the airstrip elevation here. Climb, 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 climb. Right, we're the bigger aeroplane on the map, and we're heading straight towards it, so we just... Whoa! I need to concentrate here. I am Ray, hope you're doing well. Hedgehog pace at the strip of Megeve. Oh yeah, I saw that comment. Oh gosh, I need to climb. I hope you guys are landing on the airstrip, because we can't really go around here. Go around is not an option. Oh god, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I've got a natural flops out already. I'm going to go in fast. I'm going to drop the gear as well. There's the gear going. Have I got the red elevation on? It's 6,500. I thought it was... Oh, I see it, I see it! Straight ahead, flaps full, below 100 knots. I'm a little bit fast here. You will get the landing rate calculator on this. Oh, I just about saw that in time. Full flaps. You guys saw it much quicker than I did. Whoa. Oh, this is great. The airplane, you just go full flaps. You can stick the nose down and hold the speed nicely, as you'd expect it to. Right, wish me luck. What an altiport this is. Right, I'll cut the power now. Hold it off, hold it off, hold it off. Oh, we're down. Oh, I've got full left rudder. I've got full left rudder. Oh, what happened there? We're almost on the grass. I had full left, but it only went right. Don't know what happened. What was my landing rate? I've no idea. No toga. Yeah, no toga in here. Right. Flaps going up. We're going to 180. And then we're going to go to Courchevel. Let's have a look at this airstrip though. Look at what you got here. 231, yeah, but don't forget that landing calculator is quite basic. So, you know, if I'm climbing, it'll register a climb if it's up there. There we are. So I'll do a little 180. We'll go flaps to 10. Now I'm using a bit of differential braking here. There we are. Right, let's get lined up. Oh, this is carnage. There we go. Right, you guys all ready? All lined up? I'm just going to reset Fly Live here quickly. What's the code for Courchevel? I can't remember. Courchevel, just need to update it. It's Lima Foxtrot, Lima Juliet. Oh, my engine's just died. Well, that sucks. What if Control E will work? Yep, nothing to see. Thanks for giving me remembrance of the Boeing 247 there. Ooh, remember that. Lima Foxtrot, Lima Juliet. Let me just update that. Lima Foxtrot, Lima Juliet. There we are. So Fly Live has been updated. We can minimise it. Toga's in chat. Let's now go to Courchevel. Eye tracker's on. Full power. Oh, I probably should have set full power before releasing the brakes. Oh, there we are. Right rudder. Oh, keep the wings levels. Oh, cool, blimey. We're airborne. Positive climb, gears up. Climb rate on this isn't very good. Oh, I wish. Oh, there's the gear coming up. You could. I wish I'd set takeoff power first. It's still increasing power. There we are. I've probably got full power now. Brilliant. So after takeoff, gears up, flaps are up. Prop for climb is 24 inches first. So 24 inches, reducing to 1800 RPM. There we go. Oh yeah, the RPM, you can easily let that drop off. Feels like it's about a feather. And we're going to make a left turn now. Down this valley. And we will do the proper arrival into Courchevel. So Navigraph has, on their VFR charts, a little bit more RPM here. On their Navigraph charts, they have the proper arrivals depicted on them. So how you get to Courchevel, you fly over the airfield, fly outbound between the two ski resort, so you don't disrupt everyone. And then to go down to 7,000 feet, and then you land on the airfield. We're going to try and follow it accurately. So we need to actually go. Let's have a look here on the map. That's good. Just need to go down that valley. We'll meet our track. We'll climb to 6,000 feet again. Oh, look at that. We've got some. If you look over there in the distance, you can see some sort of mist as well. Oh, hello. It's got Zangi ahead of us, Lee Holdcroft as well. 140 knots. Probably climbing. Might be climbing about 80 knots. What a view! Mongoose man. Fighter 286 Berlin Flyer. Remembers. A320 with his gear down. Oh, lovely. Conflict, cool, blimey, great entertainment. Hello. Not across, imagine being skiing and suddenly a swarm of 100 planes appears, you imagine. Cheers, Lucas A. Thank you very much for your time as a member. 14 months as a member here. I'll just turn this down slightly so I can read down here. Yes, howdy boss, nice to see some GA content. Passed my final ACA exam, so I sport myself a pair of A20s. Now they're not cheap. Nicely done though, buddy. PPL training's going well, 4 hours logged. Very good, Lucas A. Keep us posted in the Discord. We've got a number of other guys doing their PPL, so you might find some helping each other. And we're always here to try and answer any questions where possible, although I have not flown GA for a number of years. Thank you very much for your support there. Right, I said we'll go to 6,000. We've gone a little bit too high. How's our routing going? Very well. So slight left turn. The Toby eye track it's a bit hard to make it smooth directions there. So yeah, we're just going to follow the valley, and then it's basically straight ahead and left into this valley ahead, where it's all misty. Hopefully don't get into IMC. Welcome, Peter Collins. There we are. Slow down a little bit as well. Let some of you guys catch up. Toby eye tracker works in these external views as well. It's great. But yeah, it looks like it's flying. Yeah, I do like this. I do like this plane. Right, now we get back to 6,000, try to do some more accurate flying. Down the valley we go. And Courchevel ETA should be at the top there, 58. So just over 10 minutes. We'll be at Courchevel. And then we're going to do a Courchevel, a 4-minute flight to Meribel, then straight back again. Right, let's get back to 6,000 feet. Set climb power, I'm a bit all over the place here. And then get into trim. It's because I reduced. The reason I said it was I reduced power to get you guys to catch up, but then didn't retrim. There we are, 6,000. Now I wonder if the vertical speed indicator has any lag. Now on the 737, it's an IVSI, so it's an instantaneous change with your actual vertical speed. Whereas generally in light aircraft, GA aircraft, the IVSI, the VSI, it lags. So I'm sort of chasing it slightly where I shouldn't be chasing it at all. Stefan Walker, I can't find the Courchevel charts you're talking about. My navigograph says there's no charts. So Stefan, it's not charts like that. If you actually look on the map itself, on the VFR map, you will see the entry and exit routing and the heights to descend to with departure arrivals. That's what I'm referring to. There's no instrument charts for Courchevel. If you go on, have you, I presume you have navigograph charts. Say, I'll show you. I'll get this aircraft in trim. Ugh. Don't like the fog and mist ahead. Could pose a problem. Let me just jump into navigograph for you, Stefan, so I can show you. Hopefully you can see that. So if you look here, look, you've got the trim. You've got the routing look. So we're going to do this. We're going to go like this way, right over the airport, outbound, descend 7,000 feet. You've got the sound, noise sensitive areas here. So that's what I was meaning. The VFR charts have been updated. Navigograph charts 8. They've got a lot of features on there. Very good. 737 is quite trim hungry at flat 40. Should be trim hungry, but it's also probably not best to fly 140 knots in that. No problem there, Stefan Whittaker. Catch you guys. So we've got a town coming up here on the nose. Oh gosh, get to trim here. It's called Gully-sur-Ligier, I think. We need to make a left turn down this valley here, which is very fortunate because that'll keep us out of the mist look. So you see, I'm going to take a left turn. There's actually a little altitude down there. Beautiful. So we're going to go this way. Go from there. Stunning views. Stunning views. Yeah, you got to have your wits about you flying in these conditions. I don't know if anyone here has actually flown in the Alps, but you've got to be very wary of the weather. That can change very quickly. You know, if you get yourself in IMC in an aircraft like this, you are in serious trouble. So you've got to be very aware of the weather, and no doubt strong wind conditions. There'll be wind phenomena which will push you into a valley. So pretty nasty stuff. I'm just going to turn off the eye tracker for a second here. So yeah, there is a tendency in this aircraft, I should think it's to do with the prop of it. If I neutralise, I think, look, it just rolls slowly to the left. So you see it's rolling. There's no artificial horizon here. You've only got a turn slip indicator. So I am having to use like a continuous right rudder to sort of keep it wings and level. Whereas it's probably required in the real aircraft if it doesn't have any sort of rudder trim. But I remember the 150 didn't have a rudder trim. It had on the 150 it had a little bit of metal on the rudder which you'd bend after flight just to try and guess how much to keep it all in balance. Certainly the 150 I flew in. And the 172 had rudder trim. Conflict's having fun in the Piper PA-28. Great aircraft. Very good. Stable platform. Always a Cessna kind of guy, me, but we'll go from there. Steve M. You bend. Fun stuff. What we got here then? Lel Deal. These guys are too close, can't see their names, but they're flying excellent formation. Yankee Fox, ATC Andrew, Man Goose, Fast Dested, Leopold Crop, Olive Garden, Dwarf Buster, Cropper, Jordan, Sonnet, Vozzy, Kievo, Jebson, LD again, Zone Cap, Steve B and Berlin Flyer. Superb. Over here we've got just a veteran, Inzaghi, Mount 51, non lowest. Look at the views though, look at the views! His boat's still in the air, and he's hovering Learjet. I haven't seen him. I'm very pleased with the routing I chose today. It looks right through the valleys. Oh gosh, look at... Yeah, see, one of the things I have noticed in this aeroplane, it usually... this is a problem with desktop simulators as well. I was at 6,000 feet, nicely in trim, and I've lost 500 feet, and I had no clue. So you sometimes don't get that impression of losing height. So what I find as well in the sim, if I accelerate to a speed, get it trimmed down, it never seems to be completely happy. So there's 6,000, 24 inches of cruise power. We'll let it accelerate to 140 knots. But it doesn't help that I am looking outside constantly. Moen, I am learning how to do backflips. Wonderful. Daniel says hi, hope you're doing well. Approaches at 7,000. Yes, we're going to climb to 8,000 feet shortly. 8,000 feet because we'll need to, otherwise we'll never land. The actual elevation of Courchevel is 6,500 feet. But we'll go to 8,000 and then descend to 7,000 feet for the approach. And it's pretty much not far to go. In fact, we'll be climbing shortly up to 8,000 feet. Actually, you know what? We need to do it now because Courchevel is literally around this valley. So what we're going to do is increase RPM to max RPM. Set full power, which at this altitude now is only 24 inches. We're going to pitch up, climb to 8,000. Well, no, actually, no, we'll go 7,000. You're right, that is the arrival height. There's zone cap in this diamond. We'll climb to 7,000. Pitch again, as I said, to 86 knots, which is the best climb speed. There we are, there's 86. Oh, look at the Cirrus there. Pitch down there. Oh, my days, we're all climbing to 7,000. That Cirrus has slightly more performance. I'm at full power here. So everyone's going up 7,000. Oh, check my mags. Thanks. I only had one mag on. So knock that at some point. There we are, 7,000 feet. That's the approach height for Courchevel. We're going to do the proper approach, guys. We're going to fly directly towards the airport. And I practice it. It's sort of based off flying towards a mountain height, and you can actually judge it quite well. So there's 7,000. Reduce RPM slightly. I'm very glad I've got this Western stuff, well, non-German style avionics. Non-metric, let's go with. Right, there we are. So it's nicely holding 7,000 feet. We're in trim, but we are slowly accelerating. So as I mentioned, I'll try and multitask here. You should hopefully see Navigraph. We're going to head directly towards the airfield at Courchevel, and then we're going to make this turn northeast towards this town at 7,000, right, and you head straight towards this mountain, and just before you hit the mountain, make a turn southwest, and you'll be lined up perfectly to land on runway 22 in Courchevel. So that's what we're going to fly today. Looking good. This isn't actually the first time we've flown to Courchevel on a stream. I did it once in the free aeroplane and X-plane. I can't remember what it was now. It's diesel powered. Robin, I think it was a Robin free one. But that was probably 3 or 4 years ago now. Anyway, Courchevel is just up ahead. It's always, I was practicing yesterday, and there was a number of people there ages ago. Aviation Valiant, I saw Courchevel in real life 3 weeks ago. You can ski right past the airport. When I was a kid, we went and skied over into this this mountain area. We weren't staying there. We just went into the Courchevel area. It's at 1850 and 1650 with 2 resorts, based off the height in meters. Avro Lancaster, are you actually a pilot? It is difficult to believe when you're seeing me bobbing around in this thing, but believe it or not, I am actually. I do fly 737s for a living. I've nearly got 7,000 hours. I'm about 6'9", I think now. Yep, hard to believe, I know. Love that prop lever. Looks as though it's ought to open and close the sunroof. Yeah, it's wicked, isn't it? Especially when you turn it quick. Yeah, they're taking it straight off, you know, a car sunroof, haven't they? Yeah, exactly. Avrolancaster, nice. Cheers. Yeah, if my credentials and social media should prove some things, so hopefully. Right, yes, so we're going to head directly to the airport. I'm sort of using the GPS here slightly. We're at 7,000. And we've got Courchevel here. And then we're going to land. We're going to go a flight to Meribel after that, which is very close. But I think you can see it over here. I think Courchevel is about there. So we're going to go over 7,000, 90-degree turn to head towards the town. And then go from there. Right, switch my height. All of you are sticking with me here. Are you a real Taifun pilot? No. Absolutely not. We're having a lot of fun. Don't forget, iniBuilds have very kindly given me a copy to give away. We're going to do the approach to Courchevel, 180, 4-minute hop to Meribel, and then straight back to Courchevel, and then we'll run the giveaway. Just a very short little GA flight today. Nickname the coffee grinder. Oh, hello. Just saw someone go right over. So now we're going to turn on Tobii Eye Tracker, which is really good fun with this approach. So we're going to maintain 7,000 feet initially. Courchevel is just over this ridge here, and then we're going to make that 90-degree turn to the left. In fact, I'm drifting off slightly. I think we're meant to be at 8,000 feet for this arrival. So it's right over this hill is Courchevel. You can sort of see the ski slopes too. This is the proper VFR arrival we're doing here into this airport. Not across how to participate in the giveaway. It'll be very simple. I'll ask a question to you all, and you just have to type that answer in chat. And Nightbot has a system which registers whatever the correct answer is, and then it into the giveaway. It randomly rolls it, and then you just need to get in contact with me, and I'll get you to set up, if you don't have one already, an iniBuilds store account, and iniBuilds will add that to your account. Look at this with the Tobii eye tracking, guys. What do you think? It is superb. So much fun. Anyway, the airport's off here to the right, according to my GPS. I'm a little bit concerned. I don't have much airspeed, and I don't have much clearance. Can you see the airport, guys? So I think I'm meant to be at 8,000 feet, not 7,000 initially. But look, there is the airport straight ahead. I'm meant to be at 8,000 and descending to 7,000. Conflict, which type of aircraft do you fly? I fly the 737-800 MAX, and I don't state my operator. That's a personal choice. My operator very kindly gives me permission, as Domino Mosina, one of my moderators, is going to get the message all there for you. But thank you for respecting my privacy. Right, 90-degree turn. I'm meant to be at 80,000. Look at this down here. Look, you see the airport down there. So cool. Right, look, I'm not flying very well. It's so difficult. I've got no artificial horizon, so I'm having to sort of, and the mountains can be a real optical illusion to work out if your wings level. So you do have to rely on the turn slip indicator here, sort of back up, and then we're going to make a turn here. And for noise reasons, not that we're worried about noise today, you have to fly between this town there on the left, and then there's a little bit of a noise sensitive area if I pop my head down there to the right. So we're sort of needle and haystack. We can stay at 7,000 feet. Yeah, we're meant to be at 8,000. God, my flying has not been accurate today. I'm not flying very well. I would want to hear those words from a pilot with me. With me on board. I'm alright at the 7.3. I'm alright at the 7.3. Just about. So, we're waiting to... We get a little bit further in this direction, according to the map. And what there is a town down there. And just before the town, you make a turn towards the mountain, maintain 7,000 feet. Good thing this isn't a check ride. Yes, I would have failed the check ride on airspeed, altitude, track keeping. So there's 7,000. We're now making the turn towards the mountain. I know there's several mountains, but I do know which one it is. It's the one that's southeast. Staying at 7,000 feet. That's the mountain. And then just before the mountain, you turn and you'll be lined up perfectly for the runway in Courchevel. And this is the proper VFR procedure. Just to show you, if I flick up Navigraph for you, there you go. We fly towards, what is it, Victor Papa 376. And just before the mountain, make a turn, which is what we're going to do now. And then you should be lined up perfectly on the runway. And there you go, runway straight ahead. It works. It works. Right. So this runway, very well known, very steep slope. You sort of have to land with power. Start reducing the speed. Needs to be below 100 knots here. Alright, I'm going to take the flaps, drop the gear, which is just lowering that lever. Drop the gear. Oh, he is. He's dropping his gear as well. Look at that. Beautiful. His gear drops quicker than mine. Right. I'm not going to go full flaps here. And go around is not an option either. And this with the Tobii eye tracker is so good. And I'm not affiliated with them, it's just wicked. My approach speed is way too high. It should be about 65 knots. But if anything, you'd like to carry excess speed here. With the flaps out, you can just hang it there. It's great. Whoa, very distracting. Oh, not very good on the centre line. Right, you're going to get a positive landing rate. Ooh, still flying! There we go, we're down. Power, 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 power. I don't want to roll backwards like that Cirrus looked like he would be. We made it, come on! Hey! Welcome to Courchevel, everyone. It's superb. It's just got hovering jets, we've got everything going on here. Right, we're not done yet. Turn around, we're going to Meribel. That's only 4 minutes away. The Meribel flight. Let me just turn off the eye tracker here. Just get lined up. Oh, the engine's cut out again. No, I think because of the altitude. If you go idle, it just it's just cutting out the RPM. But plus 800 feet per minute. Well, that was my rate of climb. Right, guys. So just to show you where we're going now. Here's Navigraph. We're literally. That was the final I just flew. Look at Meribel. It's probably a couple miles. We're going to take off, land at Meribel, 180, come back to Courchevel, do the giveaway, call it a day. There we are. Right. Let's go to Meribel then, ladies and gentlemen. Just a bit of fun. Right. Oh, I'm going to build up my RPM here. Right, look at all of you waiting to take off as well. I'm quite curious to watch that A320 take off. Oh look, Nightbot with random Antonov facts, which I forgot to turn off. Well, there you go. Right, full power. Carol Evans, have a great stream, Mustache, take care. He's on the ski slopes already, bye. God, that's as much power as I can get out of it. Oh, I forgot to turn on the eye tracker. Oh, not useful. Oh. There we are. Oh. Keep those wings level. I'm going to leave, guys, I'm leaving the gear down. It's such a short flight. Flaps are up already. Oh yeah, this Meribel scenery is from Orbex as well. Well, we won't overfly the town. We don't want to disrupt the residents. I think they might be a little annoyed by this racket black dog and its fake birds. Leave the gear down. It's literally past this valley, down the other side of this hill, and we're there. Absolute party going on. Quality Nightbot. I hear that Dodgy Dave is having a sale on all those new Bf108 landing gears. Brilliant. Oh, hello. I bought the Meribel scenery just for this flight. Didn't test it. Let's see. Oh, awesome! Not across. Yeah, you can utilise that now. You can take your helicopters. I think there's a lot of helicopters that fly around this part of the world. Can you imagine if you were simming, most of you might have been simming for 20 years and you could only dream of this 20 years ago. Crazy. So again, it's very difficult to work out when the wings are actually level with the slopes. There we are. I think that's, if you look at the turn slip indicator, that's wings level, but you can be very much disorientated by the landscape. So I've left the gear down, look, even with full power, I'm only managing 90 knots with pretty much a level flight here. Did you know the Messerschmitt built it's taken over from Nightbot? Brilliant. Right. God blimey. If I had an engine failure, it'd be game over. This is not safe. Meribel is literally over this hill. What's the elevation? I didn't make a note of it. Right. We'll just have to look for it first. And this is the hardest one, I think, to... Oh, there it is. It's down there on the left, look. Can you see the airfield where they're landing? We're going to do like a 270 degree turn. There's the strip, look. Very short. Just there on the left. So we're going to do a 270 degree turn now and descend. Take a natural flops. Yeah, it's good to do some VFR streams. Yeah, it's just a lot more relaxing. And from a preparation point of view, I love preparing obviously for all the commercial airline streams, but this one's nice. I can just set it up, just fire it up, just make sure the scenery is all working, aircraft's installed, have a quick look at the checklist. And I think I couldn't have done it in a better aircraft. This is so much fun. So it's something old, well, it is old school. It's nice and stable, great aircraft to fly online. Oh, look at this turn on to final, not too bad, maybe a little low. I'm extending the flaps, gear should still be down. Here is Meribel. Also an airport where you do not have many chances of you can't go around basically. Oh, snow's beginning to melt. Oh gosh, centre line. No, I said can't go around. Oh my goodness me. Oh, it's a really narrow strip as well. Oh gosh, I'm floating. Oh, get down. Way too fast here. Right, brakes. Oh, brake. Oh, brake. Oh no! Oh no! Good evening. Hello, sir. Nice glasses. I might have gone slightly through the fence there. Okay. The professional streams. Hey, look, at least I didn't hit this. I look at that. Look at that. It's just some things you can't teach. Right, does Shift P work? Oh, there we go. Perfect. No problems. Hello, sir. Your Uber has arrived. Yes. You. Oh, look at the flames coming out. Oh, I like that. That's actually really cool. Luckily, iniBuilds made this plane with some extra reinforced landing gears. They did. Oh, and we've got A320s here. So, what should you do if you land long is go around. But go around would have been challenging here. I think I was too fast, too high, and that is why you should always respect stabilised approach criteria. Right, let me just get through the fence. Try not to take out the spotter. Through the bin. Yes. So if you just join the stream, hello, I've just landed perfectly. I'm now taxiing onto the runway for our 3-minute sector to Courchevel. Let me just turn off Fly Live here, which I forgot to turn off earlier. Oh, the racket, the noise from all of you here. Nonsense. Right, next sector. Oh, this engine does keep... I think it's just because of the elevation. Oh, dear. Right, let me just build up the power again before we take off. Let me read chat here. I'm entertained, said Brandon. This is bonkers, said earlier. Side slips, ruffles, people said there. Side slip would have helped, potentially, but yes, I would not have remembered to have done such a thing. Right, full power. That is set. I can't get more than 24 inches because of the elevation here. We're so high. Right, I hope we've got enough runway. Releasing brakes now. We're on our way. Oh gosh. Flap 10. We're going to use every bit of this runway here. Oh, it feels really nice on takeoff. Right, try not to whack the prop into the runway. Go on. Come on. Oh yes, we're airborne. I will raise the gear here. And the flaps. I don't know how many more hard landings this 737 will take. I think iniBuilds killed him with that comment. Your Uber has arrived. Unbelievable. What banter. This is better than live TV, said Conflict. Well, thank you. Right, to Courchevel, where we will conclude our flight to the Alps. It's been so much fun. Thank you very much, everyone that's joined in on the group flight as well. We'll try and watch some of you land. These group flights always end up being chaotic, but it's nice. It's a great way to showcase a GA aircraft for a change. Nice glasses, I know. Yeah, iniBuilds, I thought it would be. So iniBuilds is confirming it's the altitude that keeps killing your engine. I should think, yes, absolutely idle power here. It doesn't have enough air with the fuel I'm trying to give to the engine there. Superb. Right, so just over the hill. We won't do the full arrival. We'll just bob it down into Courchevel. I am off tomorrow, but I'm going on to early shifts, so I don't want to have too late a night. I've got 3 flights next week, 2 standbys, and they're all Canary flights. Long days. Do a barrel roll. I would do a barrel roll, but it does say not to be used for aerobatic flights, and I'm all about realism. But I never would do such a thing, Brendan. It would be unrealistic. Right, I think we need to climb up to, what was the elevation in Courchevel? 6,500, so we're too low here. And we're going to head right down the valley, and that mountain should be straight ahead. There's the town, and there's that mountain slightly here to the right that we need to fly towards. There we are. So we just make sure we climb up to the elevation, at least 6,500. Alan Jensen missed the group flight. Oh no, but do it again soon. We will look at some more. I do it every sort of 2 or 3 months or so, but I think it's been quite some time. I can't even remember the last Microsoft Flight Sim group flight we did. Matthew, after a day of flying as a professional pilot, wants to get home as quickly as possible. What better way to do it than parking the plane right at the bus stop? Precisely, Matthew Presley. But the Sims do give you that freedom of doing really whatever you wish to do, without the worry of having to worry about anything such as law, safety, etc., etc. Which obviously, in real life, genuinely we take extremely seriously. That's our job. Quote of the day, there's that mountain. It's cracking. Oh dear. Thank you very much, Sasha, for your £5 donation. New member as well. Thank you very much. I'll ping through any second, and I see what can only be described as a lemon giggling there
50, 40,
with a Z
30,
there. Excellent.
20. Yeah.
Donald Rosin, will you try the Wilka in Microsoft Flight Simulator? What's the Wilka? I don't know. I'll have a look at that. Right, there we are. There's the runway. Flew towards that mountain again. We'll start reducing power. Get below 100 knots for the gear and flaps. And remember that whatever it says on the... Well, no, landing rate calculator won't come up now because I have turned off Fly Live. Or will it? I don't know. It's still running. I've just turned off the overlay. Right, so let's start reducing power to get below 100 knots. To lower the gear. 100 knots. The gear's going down. Flaps. Actually see if the gears come down because of the view. It says land, perfect. Oh, it's Polish Wilga made by... Ah, I'll have a look, Dominic. I'll have a look. Tried to hand the landing rate to us. Absolutely not cross. Now the thing is, it's not very accurate. It's not very accurate at all. The problem is, because we're climbing, it's just, unlike the one in X-Plane, which is very accurate based off the actual closure rate of the terrain, this one's actually based off your positive rate of climb. So as you climb, it comes up with whatever we're climbing at, which I think it was what it was last time. So speed's okay, maybe a tad fast again, but I'm a little bit high too, but we're on the centre line, pitching up, pitching up. Oh, I was a little firm there. Right, but add some power here. There's Mo in his hovering Learjet, one of the members. And we're down. Oh, Ernie, thank you very much for your... I think that's 4,500 Hungarian florin. That's very generous of you. Thank you very much. And he says top quality entertainment as well. A separate comment. Thank you very much, sir. We made it. There we go. Let's go in front of the apron. Try and park near the tower in this corner. Well, actually, you know what? Let's go to the crest of the runway so we can actually see some of you land. We've got Inspector Trion landed as well. Mongoose Man. We'll do 50, the giveaway as well so 40, we can watch
30,
the people.
20,
Here comes... Oh
10.
My days! That's not anything you usually would see. The engine's going to cut off now, but that's absolutely fine. Excellent. Right, there we go. I love it. So many of you joining it as well. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Unfortunately, I can't see most of your names because you're quite a distance away, but we'll run the giveaway. We'll watch some other aircraft land. Feel free, guys, during the giveaway to do some circuits so we can see you landing here on the runway. Well, not really circuits, but taking off and landing. We'll try and point out as many people as possible. But yes, ooh, I'm upside down. We're getting to a better view here. Excellent. So I will reset drone cam. There we go. There's someone's going for it. Look, someone's taking off. Nick Obb, we'll have a look at these. We've got people appearing, disappearing. I'll turn the volume down slightly as well. Actually, we'll just go a little bit close to the iniBuilds because we're going to do a giveaway of the aircraft there as well. Excellent. Just turn the sim down as well. What a racket. There we go. Let's have a look at these comments there at the end there. Yeah, that was very generous of you, Ernie. Thank you very much. Daniel B. Flight at Sim Runway 22, cleared to land. Caution, multiple runway incursions. Brilliant. Giovanni Pazzetti, I finally managed to get to live. Excellent content as always. Thanks, Captain. Thank you very much for popping in. Black Doctor 2. Apollo, great. Group 5, thank you very much. Stephen, so much fun. Thank you as well. Brendan McCreek wanted me to do a Cobra. Is that... Oh, that's what the Shu 27 can do, isn't it? That's a really awesome one there. We've got Love in the Air taking off as well, but Grofer. Look at you all going! It's like, see you later, Flight Exit, bye! Stephen V, that was nice. Yeah, it was something a bit different. You know, this isn't the norm on the channel, but it's nice to sort of let your hair down. Oh, I can't, bald. Just have a bit of fun for a change. And, well, we always have a bit of fun, but actually, just fly around there as well. Anyway, massive thank you to iniBuilds. They sent me the Bf108 Taifun Classic. We sort of had a little look at it, some of the features during the startup as well. A little bit about the plane. It's utilising all the new computed fluid dynamics in the sim. It seems to fly really nicely. It's been years since I've flown GA, but very happy with how the aircraft seems to handle as well. It's got a fully modelled systems, accurate flight model, the sound sets from the real aircraft, so it does sound really, really nice. Loads of liveries available. Reasonable price, 15 quid, plus I think tax in your respectable country as well. But before you buy it, consider winning it. So what we're going to do now is enter you into a giveaway as we watch. Oh, Chicken Tikka, you've overcooked that, sir. You have overcooked that. He is now part of Courchevel's airport there. Yes, now you can enter a giveaway to win this aircraft. So very simply, I'm going to ask you a question. Now my recommendation is, before you type it in chat, is perhaps copy and paste it off the internet, because it's quite a long word which could easily be misspelt. All I'd like you to do is answer this in chat. You can use lowercase or uppercase, okay? Can you name the manufacturer of this aircraft, famous for making the 109 during the war, but also this aircraft as well? It ends in M, ends in T, and you need to copy and paste that in chat. The correct spelling, I've just copy and pasted it from Google. Only put it in chat once. If you do it more than once, you will not be eligible for the giveaway. You'll automatically be kicked out of it. So only put it in once in chat. Anti-spam is enabled. I've just seen oh, that was actually a pretty decent landing in his 320. Look at that. Look at that. Vistara, good job. Good job. Who else have we got coming in here? We've got loads of aircraft coming in. We've got Nikon 137. Superb. Look at that there. We'll look at you coming into land there. If you misspelt it, of course, you can then try and re-enter it in chat. It makes no difference at all. There's Mo in his hovering Learjet, still enjoying seeing that. We'll let that roll for a couple of minutes or so. And if you are the winner, you'll need to, if you don't have one already, create a iniBuilds store account, completely free to do. And iniBuilds, once I provide them with your email address and name, will simply add that to your account. I work very closely with them. They've been so generous to me. They hand me free copies to give away. They also give me copies as well. It's very, very nice of them. And they work with a lot of, I don't like the term, but content creators in providing great products. And, well, we haven't even heard them years ago. Quite new on the scene still. Seeing lots of the correct answers being punched into chat. Is ideal. We've got another 320 coming in. Or is that the one that's just landed? Moen, you're doing what I can only describe as barrel rolls in your Learjet. There's a Bf108 just taking off, look. Just for Tran, and that will be sold actually in the 108. iniBuilds, always a pleasure. Oh, pleasure's all mine, thank you. And sorry for the delay, because I was hoping to do this a couple of last week, but I got called off standby. Then you released the Antonov 225, which you had to stream. Joe Hatch, CW2605, welcome on board. A320 can land anywhere, absolutely. I've not seen any 737s tonight. This is upsetting. Mitsubishi, not quite. Hyundai, brilliant. We've had 53 people put the correct answer in. Daniel B, just before the start of the stream, I did see an Antonov 225. There was an Antonov 225 here, and it then disappeared. That was a shadow of a diamond. Got aircraft taking off, 330s. There's Moen in his hovering Learjet. Oh no, it's a different one. We've got Jurina there. I do need to do a helicopter stream. There's the A320 taking off again. It's actually looking really good. I mean, that should have been my picture, shouldn't it, for the thumbnail for the stream. Zoom out slightly. There we go. Excellent. I think we've had everyone enter the giveaway that wants to enter the giveaway. Of course, the answer I was looking for was Messerschmitt. Messerschmitt. It's been answered in chat there. So what I'm going to do is now roll the giveaway. There we are. Let's do that here. Roll it. So the winner is JDorg0302, a channel member. Rigged, everyone will state, but you are the winner. It's been a while since a member's won, so congratulations to you. There we go, JDorg0302. we'll get in contact via Discord then, and iniBuilds will, if you don't have a store account already, I'll get them to add that into your accounts once you've given me your email address and name. But congratulations winning the Messerschmitt Bf108. Possibly it's a farce. Rigged, yeah, unbelievable. Right, I don't have any replays enabled, so we will sign out in this perspective here, but excellent. The Discord is members only. It is not cross yet. It's part of the perks there. I did toy with in the past having a public Discord, but I do a members Discord, and you get a few perks, and you can contact me directly via that one as well if you are considering us joining as a member. But I never pump that down your throats, guys. You guys choose to join and leave as you wish. I just love running it for you guys. Anyway, that's it for today. Just a short little group flight stream in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I found that really enjoyable. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. The Bf108 Messerschmitt is now available from iniBuilds. Head over to their website. The link to the aircraft is in the video description below. Very reasonably priced at 15 quid, and you can have a lot of fun flying places like this in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I am busy tomorrow, back to work on Tuesday. I'm very busy. I have got a couple of standbys. One of them I will try and squeeze a stream, but there's a lot of very like to get called off standbys 50-50 at the moment. We're a bit short-staffed through the winter months here, and I'm based somewhere where there's lots of other bases around, so I could get sent out a base like I was last week. But if I get any free time, any spare time, the first thing I do is plan a stream and come join you guys online for some more fun adventures. iniBuilds says, thank you for live flight to sim. It's been a wonderful stream to be part of, and thanks for all that flew along. You're most welcome, and thank you to everyone that viewed the stream. To those that donated, again, thank you very much for your generosity. To all the members, thank you very much for your continued support. If you are a member, don't forget next Sunday, the members group flights. We've got a full ATC getting organised for that. We already have it for our overload destination. Be great to have as many people join as possible. And to all the regular viewers and subscribers, thank you so much for popping in. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Smash the thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all again live very soon. Bye bye for now.